When you think about the older landscape on YouTube, a few faces might come into your mind. That one annoying kid that liked to swim. That guy that was way too old to make as many dick jokes as he did. The guy that sang Chocolate Rain. And a duo of friends. This duo of friends, Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox, is known as Smosh by the people who were very intertwined with the internet landscape at the time. They were probably one of the most influential groups on the platform and have reached tremendous heights that only people can dream of and the lowest lows that people fear. This is the story of Smosh.
Grab your girl and have some dicks inside her. And show her love with your dicks inside her. And fill her full with lots of dicks inside her. And a mouthful flowing down inside her. But grab her grandma, get some dicks inside her. Too old to handle all the dicks inside her.
The origins of Smosh did not begin on YouTube. The story begins when Padilla built a website in 2002 called Smosh.com. He made several flash animations for this website. He stated that the name Smosh came from an incident when he mistook a friend explaining a mosh pit as a Smosh pit. Other content creators in the pre-YouTube era would also upload videos to Smosh.com, including future YouTube star Tomska. Later, Hecox joined the venture. Padilla and Hecox met in their 6th grade science class. They became friends and quickly discovered their knack for comedy. The two made videos for Smosh.com for Anthony's high school audience. However, one day, one video of them lip-syncing the Pokemon theme song got ripped off of Smosh.com and uploaded onto YouTube. The video instantly became much more popular than any of their other videos on Smosh.com, and over the course of its lifetime gained 24 million views, becoming the most viewed video of all time at the time. So the two decided to merge onto YouTube because it was a more viable option at the time. Together, they started lip-syncing other songs like Mortal Kombat, Power Rangers, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. However, the Pokemon video was still the biggest hit. It was so huge that it held the title until Evolution of Dance came out. Their success of the Pokemon video and other Smosh videos led them to be featured in Person of the Year U, which was an issue of Time magazine published on December 13th, 2006. Over the course of the next few years, Smosh began to diversify. They started making out short YouTube skits, such as their annual food battle series and That Damn Neighbor. Smosh continued to grow in popularity and became one of the most subscribed channels on YouTube. In 2009, Smosh prepared a massive redesign on Smosh.com, added a game section, and put extras in the video section. In 2010, Smosh launched the Smosh Pit feature, a blog that consists of various pieces of pop culture trivia and written comedy. In addition, 2010 saw the channel launch 3 different Smosh-based web series. Ian is Bored, which consisted of Hecox making comedic videos, but then turned to Hecox and Padilla making vlog-like videos. It was later renamed Smosh is Bored when that happened. Ask Charlie, where people get to ask Charlie from their January 2010 Charlie the Drunk Guinea Pig video, random questions, and Lunchtime with Smosh, a comedy series featuring Smosh getting and eating food from various places, and then answering questions from their fans on Twitter. Some of Smosh's most popular video series included Pokemon in Real Life and If Blank Were Real. In 2012, the number of views grew by 40% and it caught the attention of a huge company, Defy Media. Defy came to Padilla and Hecox with an offer to sell their channel to the company for stock. The duo heard the word stock and thought that this was a huge opportunity, so they took the offer up right away. With the new resources and Defy on their shoulders, in 2012 the duo started 3 new YouTube channels. El Smosh, which was just Smosh dubbed in Spanish, Shut Up Cartoons, which featured various animated videos, and Smosh Games, with gaming-related content hosted alongside Mari Takahashi, David Lasercorn Moss, Matthew Sohinki, and Joshua Ovenshire. Some of Smosh's most popular videos are music videos, which were either original tracks or parodies including video games. These songs were released in albums for to date. The Sexy album, which was released in 2010, If Music Were Real, which was released in 2011, Smosh-tastic, which was released in 2012, and The Sweet Sound of Smosh in 2013. In January 2013, the Smosh channel surpassed Ray William Johnson in subscribers to become the most subscribed channel on YouTube for the 3rd time. The 2 other times being when they surpassed Fred originally, and the 2nd time being whenever they surpassed Nigahiga. In July 2013, they started an Indiegogo campaign for an iOS and PC game, Food Battle the Game. Hecox and Padilla raised $258,777 to hire video game producers to create the game based off of their characters and foods used in their annual Food Battle series. Smosh also donated 10% of the funds to 3 charities in November 2014, as well as releasing the game. On September 18, 2014, it was announced that a feature-length movie starring the duo was in development by Awesomeness Films. It would later properly be titled Smosh the Movie, and was released on July 24, 2015 by what is now known as 20th Century Studios Home Entertainment, and is now re-released by Universal Pictures Home Entertainment, with Netflix acquiring the film's streaming rights. Directed by Alex Winter, from a story by Eric Falconer, it stars both Hecox and Padilla as fictionalized versions of themselves, alongside fellow YouTube personalities Jenna Marbles, Grace Hilberg, Harley Morenstein, Mark Fishbach, and the Smosh Games crew. Shane Dawson also appeared, but only in the United States version. Padilla and Hecox also were voices for Hal and Bubbles, respectively, in the Angry Birds movie, with Padilla returning for the sequel. In 2016, a web sitcom series was launched on the main Smosh channel. This was called Part-Timers. Part-Timers is a comedy drama which takes place at a fictional children's arcade and a pizza place called Porky Pines, which takes inspiration from Hecox's first job at Chuck E. Cheese. Each episode presents a challenge that the team must overcome to keep the business going. The series was released every Monday on the Smosh channel from January to May 2016. Additionally, Smosh also created the film Ghostmates for YouTube Premium that was released on December 14, 2016. It seemed like their empire would never end. The brand of Smosh was unstoppable. However, no one thought that this would happen. On June 14, 2017, Padilla announced that he would be leaving Smosh to pursue independent video ventures due to a lack of creative freedom. Hecox stated that he would remain with Smosh, adding,
"And I cannot wait to see what Anthony goes out there and creates. I'm excited for him."
And the two went their separate ways for the time being. The internet was crying at this sad moment, but the internet eventually understood the reasoning and accepted the reality. But that was not the only struggle that Smosh went through. On November 6, 2018, Defy Media abruptly announced that they were shutting down and laying off all of its employees. Hecox said that Smosh was not going away though, and that plans were underway to find Smosh a new home. Padilla then released a video the following day which went into more detail about his departure from Smosh and his issues with what Defy was doing with their employees and Smosh. He told the first time that he and Hecox sold Smosh to Alloy Digital, which later became Defy Media, for stock. Padilla also expressed dissatisfaction with how Defy treated its employees and stated how they exploited them financially, took over his Facebook page, tried to take over his Twitter account, prevented him from joining the Screen Actors Guild, and they had pressured him into starting a fundraiser for Food Battle the game before it had even been conceived, something that had led to accusations of exploitation being leveled against Padilla and Hecox. He also explained that he had not previously shared this because of the worries that it would threaten the job security of his friends. However, he had no risk. I mean, the company was bankrupt, so what would they do? So Anthony spoke out on this issue with high praise. On November 12th, Smosh released an update video reaffirming that Smosh was still searching for a new home, and that in the meanwhile, the content would continue to be released independently by the Smosh team. The cast clarified that they still had a significant amount of content from before Defy Media shutdown in post-production. They also did not rule out the possibility of filming new content and releasing it independently, calling such an idea old school, alluding to YouTube's early days when content was less commercialized. But two extraordinary lads came to rescue this part of YouTube history: Red and Lee. So on February 22nd, 2019, Mythical Entertainment acquired the rights to Smosh. This led to changes in the Smosh cast and crew, with some former members returning while others have departed. And they continue to post videos on the Smosh channel pretty frequently to this day. Padilla also posts pretty frequently on his own channel where he interviews people that are part of communities that are not very well represented. Sure, they went their separate past, but their history has been intertwined for ages. Whether they were joking around in their science class or working on their own feature together, they are friends through and through. And what I think that we can all learn from that is that you can accomplish dreams that you never thought could happen. You just need to have a friend by your side to help you.
Ticket man hopping just for fun.